Episode 4, the retake.
Mhm.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today for this nice Wednesday for episode 4 with Chewy on YouTube and JSU Media? Hope you guys are doing good this week. We tried to do 2 episodes last week, but just didn't make the cut for the second episode, so we're retrying this week. How we doing? How we doing this week?
We're doing great. Tomorrow is April 1st, so you know what that means. I'm excited. I think you said on the 3rd to the 5th you're doing something. So we'll have this episode going pretty much when we're doing big things, man. You're doing even bigger things, but I'm trying out something cool. I'm trying something.
That's both. They're both big fit things, just like different lanes of content. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
it's
What
I get back on the late on the 6th.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Sunday, but the episode will be debuting while I'm either flying or at one of the airports that I have to fly to.
Okay. How's flying? How is that? I've never
It's
flown.
Dude, flying, like when I never flew before, I always ask people, and it's like I'd say the biggest thing is like getting through security, and it's not even a hassle. It's just like you gotta make sure you plan it out right. Like I always try to get to the airport at least 2 hours beforehand because the board. So like if your plane says that it takes off at 5:50, that means like the doors are closed, passengers are in the plane, and it's ready to go pulling out possibly. They always
Okay.
board like 30 minutes beforehand, that before your flight says that it's, the time of your flight. So if it's 5:50, you're probably going to be loading at like 5:20, 5:30.
So
But
when should you get there again? So you said
I
if
try to
it's
get there like 2 hours early because like you never
okay,
know if security is going to be a 15-minute line or a 45-minute line. They try their
okay.
best to do, the quickest lines possible, but I
Is it
mean, it
like
just is
rush
what it
hour
is.
type of shit, like traffic, like
Yeah,
certain times there's more
certain
people coming
times,
through?
certain days. Like Mondays is a lot of business traveling in, and then I'm sure like right before the weekend, either traveling in and or out. The business people are traveling out, other
I'm
people are
sure this is
traveling in.
very entertaining. But what do you think that they charge people based on what days are like could you say book a flight on a day that less people are traveling so therefore you can
Yep.
get there quicker, you know what I mean? But
That's
would they say charge more for that ticket because it's like they know they know you're getting through, so it's like they know that's a commodity, if you know what I'm saying.
supply and demand. So
Yeah.
like certain days, like weekend days, Sundays probably, and Sundays and Mondays, and then Fridays or Thursdays, they know people are traveling a bunch because like just how the world works. So like a lot of times I'd fly out of California on a Tuesday because Mondays would be more expensive. So we'd always just
Okay.
plan on Tuesday morning to fly out, and then fly in either on Wednesday or Thursday, I believe, when I was going back and forth a bunch. So yeah,
Okay.
it's just supply and demand, and then also like based on the time you want to fly, the prices can be different too. Because like when you go to pick
Yeah.
your flight, like go to pick your flight out, you'll be like, do you want to fly out at like 6 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., like, and all based on like how many people want to fly at that time, or just if it's a better time for people to fly, like a more desirable time, they'll ramp it up. Like my one flight I just bought was 180, and then the other flights were like 200, 230, 250, something like that. Because even though it says round trip, they'll charge you for your way there and then your way back, and then they'll give you the full price. So it's about like 400 bucks, 400 or 500 bucks to travel round trip through most of the United States.
Have you been to the airport in Rhineland? How is that? Is that a
Nope,
good one? No,
I
you
haven't been
haven't?
there.
Okay.
My friends have. They said it's just like very small, rinky dink. There's like one or two airlines that fly into it, and then they always fly to either Minneapolis or Green Bay
Okay.
because those are
So,
international hubs. So you'll always fly. If it's like a smaller airport, you always go to an international, and the international will take you
would you
wherever.
say the planes are the same, like as big as the planes flying out of Green Bay, or are they smaller planes?
No, they're definitely smaller. The
What?
capacity for Rhinelander, yeah, I mean they're still a standard
We're
commercial
we're a booming
plane.
town, man. I'm sh-
Rhinelander actually is it's growing.
we're
Within
doing
the
good. We're
last
doing
3 years, it's grown like 2,000 people
okay.
or more.
Okay.
I know like 2 years ago, or like a year ago, I was hearing for like 2 years that it grew over 1,500. So I can only imagine it's continued. And then all the infrastructure that they're building around that town is like insane compared to
There's
like when we
no
were kids.
entertainment, man. No entertainment. We
Not
need
yet.
something. The Roman cinema got rid of the arcade. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy? It's
I've
crazy.
yeah, I've been there since, and it's all just covered up. They're still
Sad.
they're still in 2020 times. So
That's sad.
yeah,
I've been talking. I think it'd be a cool idea to start an arcade in town somewhere. I think that'd be a really good idea. Because like I said, there's no entertainment. But
if a magic shop can take flight in Rhinelander, a freaking arcade
yep.
can. I think
Oh
the
yeah.
biggest thing is, and I know like business costs are like what they are whenever you're doing a business, but if you can keep prices on for the games low and engagement high, that's the biggest thing. Because
Hmm.
when I walk into an arcade nowadays, it's like they just want too much for a single game of
All
whatever.
you need is promotion too, because I'm not thinking selling games. That could be eventually down the line, but I'm thinking
No,
at
I know
first
you're.
just strictly just arcade style. And then I'm thinking also
Yep.
renting console time and even PCs and shit like that. And then tournaments, gaming tournaments and all that. I'm thinking promotion is god damn it. So I'm thinking promotion is the biggest thing on that. But
Oh yeah.
it's
So
just keeping up with that.
it always is. But like if you start with the arcade and like you can keep your game prices low as like per time you're
Oh
being
yeah.
able to play that machine. I think that's like the biggest thing because like that's like the biggest turnoff these days is like it's like $3 or
Everything's so
whatever
expensive.
to even do a single little basketball game or whatever. It's like, dude, it should be
Yeah.
like a buck or whatever, and you
No,
can keep more people
keep
there.
it quarters, on the arcades, keep it old school. That's what the people want. And then another thing with the console time, yeah, just keep it cheap. And especially just having it like an hour at a time, just $20. That's easy shit. Easy shit.
hmm the only thing is I feel like the business can't be based all around PC and console time because I've seen a lot of
Well,
those
yeah.
businesses out
I'm
here
thinking I'm thinking mostly I think tournaments and getting
tournaments.
people involved. So then if they're involved and stuff like that, they're just gonna keep on coming just to play the games in general. They're just gonna be wanna a part of
Yep,
that community.
just like
It's a
the
place to hang out.
pre-releases for Magic. They're
Yeah,
like that's what draws like my brother and his friends into the stores in Rhinelanders. They're the pre-releases and the game nights. So if you can get like a little
that'd be cool.
community to have
That'd be
people
really
keep
cool.
popping back in, I mean that's the huge.
I'll talk to your brother about it. He'll be an investor. That'd be cool.
He'll tell
That'd
you
be really
exactly
cool.
where to set up. He'll be like, "You want to go here?"
What I always look at is the old GameStop, and because the Chinese buffet next to it moved, so it's just two spots back to back, and one side can be the arcade, and then one side can be the part where you rent out console time, and then like booths area, and then just hangout, maybe LAN
Um,
spot. That'd be cool. Cause
does
just
Tractor Supply own that? I thought Tractor Supply moved in there. I could be
it's
wrong.
that's where Office Max is. That's next to it. So
Gotcha. Because
they
I know
might.
that whole building has almost moved out except for a
Yeah,
few.
yeah. It's it's just empty right now. So I that's the only spot that I think would be because it's got a parking lot and everything. And then there's other spots where it's like across from Walmart, that
hmm
mall area, but that kind of gets like kind of nobody really pays attention to that. Walmart gets
Oh yeah, that
all the
old
spotlight.
Shopco area.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is like there's nothing in there that draws people really
Nothing.
in.
And
I mean,
Hobby
there's a
Lobby, but
TJ Maxx
that's
now,
it.
right? There's TJ
So
Maxx
TJ
over there now.
Maxx, that's in where where the Hallmark place was in Triggs?
Oh
It's in the
yeah.
Triggs Mall. That's where that.
Oh,
And
well, that makes a
they
lot of
did that
sense.
all up, and because they how they had the Triggs doors, they had the mall door, and then they had like a little door right in the middle, and that went to Hallmark.
Yep.
Well, now that's like a big door, and that goes into TJ Maxx, and they kind of extended TJ Maxx out into the hallway and made it even bigger. I assume
That's
that the
insane.
mall goes straight into TJ Maxx. If I think about it, I didn't even go into the mall because my mom, she used to work there and she doesn't work there anymore. She's out of Rhineland. So
Freaking packed your bags and moved.
yeah,
It's been a
yeah,
while since I've
that's
been in
right.
that little strip, but that's
Yeah,
always been poppin' strip. So Hallmark is no longer there.
nope, nope. I remember Goodwill used to be there. Isn't that crazy? Remember that? All the
Yeah,
way at the
yeah.
end, way back in the
hmm
day.
Right across from the what was it, Five and Below, or not Five and Below, Dollar Tree? No, no, Dollar
Oh,
something. It was a dollar
probably
store.
something like that. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, I remember it because it would be freaking Goodwill, and then it would be the dollar store.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's
Triggs is
growing.
moving
That
up.
town's growing, but there's
It's
certain areas where it's not.
it needs so Triggs is going to be changing its name, I guess, or that's what I heard in recent news, like
Really?
recent year. That's what I heard. I could be spreading false information. I'm sorry, Mr. Triggs. But no, 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 that's what I heard. I heard they sold out to a different company and then they're gonna be something else. At least the one
If
in
that
Rhinelander.
if that happens, that'd
Not
be
Triggs in a
insane
whole.
because it's always been
It's always
it's
been
always been
Triggs.
Triggs.
Yeah, I
And they
like
do,
Triggs.
they do really good numbers compared to
Yeah,
like the other stores that are in the area.
it's
Triggs
the.
does
I
like
mean,
really good numbers.
it's the only one on like Rhinelander is pretty big if you think about it, and it's just two sides of town, and it's Triggs Town and Walmart Town. So it's you're not gonna drive all the way to Walmart if Triggs is right next to you.
Oh
Just
yeah.
as good.
Well, it's like I'd rather, to be honest, I'd rather have Triggs out here instead of like Cub Foods. I think Triggs is just a
Okay,
better store.
I
I
like Triggs.
I like Triggs a lot. I mean, I think their meat's always been good. I always like their lobster tanks.
$1.70. Ayo. No, I'm kidding. I remember that when that moved in, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Triggs is
Dude,
getting all fancy. They got wine now.
they're they're supplying the elderly population with a lot of liquor
They are.
because
They
everyone
are.
goes
They're
there.
doing a good job.
Everyone goes there.
That is
Hey
basically
yo,
the liquor store.
have you seen some of these um what are they called? These indie games? Have you seen some of these indie games? These
No,
new
no. What are they? What's happening?
have you been paying attention to people playing Repo at all? A game called
Oh yeah.
Repo?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah. I've been invited. I was supposed to play that. What was it? Either midnight, 3 a.m. I wasn't gonna stream it, but I was gonna make a video out of it. But people's powers went out. She went down in Rhinelander. It was insane. I don't know if you guys got the storm, but
55,000
it was insane,
55,000 houses out of power.
dude.
Yep,
It's
my parents were out. My brother's friends
I
had
believe that.
power
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Damn.
Uh,
Nobody showed up to Walmart yesterday. Luckily it was my last day yesterday, and fucking that morning of me getting off, it looked empty. Like everybody called into work. It was insane,
were
which
they even open?
justifiably. They were open
Did they
for a
even?
little bit, but I think because our power went out while we were sleeping, and when we woke up, Brandy told me about that Walmart was shut down and everything, and the police department had to make a post being like, "Yep, Walmart's AFK right
Yeah,
now." So, and I don't
yeah, I
know if
heard
people
about
still
that.
had to work or anything, but that'd be crazy.
Also Starbucks lost power
Then, yep. We
because
luckily still got to go to the gym. It was crazy. We up on, I don't know. I want to say maybe Burger King, maybe Dairy Queen. Up until Dairy Queen,
yeah.
there was lights, but it looked like the
Ghost
street
town,
lights after that. It was pitch black. It was crazy. It was
just
insane.
absolute ghost town. Did
Yep.
you speaking about that, I forgot about this. The Hodag Dome has been damaged.
That's what she was saying. Also, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I read the post
it
and they're
popped.
saying basically the backup generators failed to kick on and then it started deflating. While it started deflating, the several rips started to form. The ones that my brother noted, there was two major rips. One was towards the looking at the high school, and the other one was near the power cords, where the power cords and stuff come out or
Right.
into it.
That
But
sucks.
they're saying the people that built it I think they're from Iowa. They're coming out like today or tomorrow to come look at it, but it's going to be completely deflated. Like the voting for Wisconsin is going to be moved because I guess that is a voting
Yeah.
place normally.
Yeah.
So people are going to have to figure out if that's where they're registered, where to go, which I thought was interesting. But I mean, my brother said 10K. I think that's a bigger deal than 10K. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know how
holy
those
shit.
things work, but that's all one piece of
I
material.
think 100K would be a safe bet,
Well,
especially for
wasn't
like you said, that material and that big and that just like that whole process.
I mean, if they can patch it, which I don't know if they can because I don't know the material, it's gonna look
It's
rough.
gonna look
It's gonna
funky.
look
Yeah,
rough.
I
Uh,
don't like the sound of that. We're gonna look like Saul Goodman's car. That's crazy.
so is it still storming out there, or is it pretty much done? Do you know?
Let's see. I can check. It is. Oh, the old man's out there. It looks pretty good. It's pretty like snowy, but other than that, it's pretty done and over with.
Because I can't imagine if any of the weather elements also got inside of the rips. So if there's any
Yeah,
other
that sucks.
damage, like
Probably
water
melt.
damage or whatnot. Yeah.
Oh,
Plus the
you're right.
rain.
Water damage with the electronics inside and everything. Yeah, that and
Yeah.
just
So
that's a whole bunch of
that's gonna
hoopla.
be a fun situation for Rylander to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm looking to keep track of that because I was kind of on them about that last year about how like the repairs for that thing and the maintenance is going to be quite substantial.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're just hoping it's like a one-time thing, but damn, that's a big thing, you know? That's
Oh
a
yeah.
big one-time deal.
Don't get me
And
wrong though. That dome is awesome. It provides a lot of opportunities to a lot of different kids coming up in the community, but
oh yeah.
our town is not a rich town.
No. No, they're taking a gamble for sure.
I'm jealous that we didn't get to use that thing. Dude, imagine an inside
Yeah.
football practice in that bad boy. That would
Man,
be
I would have been a
fun.
star. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was
Man,
bound to.
you should have just went down and started crawling through the legs. You're so small.
Yeah, that was
A little tiny running back.
that was my biggest I don't want to get into it. But that's funny.
Gotcha.
I just didn't try. That's my big
I mean,
thing. If
neither did
anybody
I.
anybody
They put me in for a
listening.
game, and I was like, "What do I do?"
Yeah, I had opportunities and I wasted them, and then they just basically gave up on me. And even though it's bad on both ends, but I could have tried. You know, that's my
Oh
big
yeah,
thing is I could have tried.
I get that. Well, at least you didn't catch a catch to get the only score of the scrimmages during preseason, and then toss it right behind you.
Oh no.
Caught a perfect catch
Oh,
over
no.
over my shoulder, and the coaches were like, "Put the football fucking wherever," and I went to go put it there instead of holding it like I, you know, thought I should, like everyone else, and right fucking over my shoulder. Dude, I still got
That's really
tackled
funny.
so hard. I knocked
yeah.
the shit out of me. I was not ready for that. I was just like, I got the ball. I did it.
I had a defining moment in 8th grade. I was playing linebacker and I got an interception and I jumped up and caught the ball and right when I landed, I dropped it. And I just remember I had blockers in front of me, everything. And I remember right when I dropped, just staring at the ball like shit. Oh no, my camera. My
I
camera
wanted to see
what I
where
was
the
looking
ball
at.
was going.
That's funny. But yeah, it's heartbreaking, man. You got defining moments like that, and then they just count you out.
I'll tell you what though, the one thing that was hard about football for me was like you're so used to having the 180 vision or whatever we have,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you put this helmet on you, and it's like you got so many blind spots that you don't realize before putting a helmet on.
it's cool. It's cool. That's I will say, during practice, that's why they make you just always have it on, and they drill that into you because it keeps you used to it. That's not obviously the only reason they, sure they got other
Well, yeah,
reasons, but it takes a while to get used to. That's basically what I'm getting at. It takes a while.
Oh, dude, I still didn't even get used to it because, like, well, I didn't get a lot of playtime because I always try to balance work and sports, and that just didn't
Yeah.
work. Like, I don't know, it's just so weird. You just got this fucking
Mhm.
box you're trying to look through, and like when it's
You just
dark out,
gotta.
you're like, oh, where's the football?
Oh, that's a big thing. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah, I'm
remember
sure.
a couple times they threw me in for the home game, and it was when one of our quarterbacks, for whatever reason, they wouldn't let him play. They like penalized him, and it wasn't for
Okay.
grades or anything. And they like literally put a different jersey on him, put him in for JV, which is what I was playing, and freaking sent him out to play for us with us.
Yep.
And during that game, they subbed me in for defense. Had no fucking idea what I was doing. I don't think I stopped shit, to be honest.
Tackle the guy with the ball.
And then they put me in for tight end, and like it was one of those
Oh, yeah.
plays where you like run down the sideline. Dude, I could never find the ball.
Dang.
I just always felt so dumb. I was just like, where is it at? Oh, there's that.
You should have tried basketball, man. What the heck?
I did. I was in basketball for a lot of my early childhood growing up. I don't know. I just kind of fell out of it.
I will
Like
say,
after fifth grade.
what other indie games did you have in mind?
Oh
After
yeah, so
that?
I started. No, you're good. I just went on a tangent. So like yeah, Repo's been one that I want to play. Actually, I want to buy that one because it's super cheap. But I just
Yeah.
got Schedule One last night, and I'm a little afraid YouTube's gonna demonetize the shit out of me because we don't. When we were making the video, we literally weren't like cutting around it. It's like, dude, this is weed. Like we are producing and selling
Oh, yeah.
weed. There's no way to cut around it.
I can't wait. So that's the video that you're working on?
Yeah, so we filmed. So they had started their world, and then I had joined in like pretty early. They were still at the first house, so
Okay.
I just started recording from there, and we got all the way to the $6,000 house so far, dude. So I'm bagging up the product. My brother's friend John is cooking up the product by doing all the growing stuff, and then
Okay.
our other friend is doing the running. Dude, this dude's got like grands on him at a time, like 30 baggies, and like just dishing them out. The only thing about the game that I would say is like, dude, you're selling like 1/16 of an ounce at a time. It's like one bud a bag, one bud a bag.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I thought that was kind of funny because it's like, dude, they're paying $300 for 2 buds.
Yeah, that's funny. That's really funny.
And then also like the games, it's like it's really big, to be honest. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be because it's like
Oh yeah.
manage your inventory, make your inventory, and then also buy all this other stuff so you can mix it together and make other strands and stuff. And like the stuff does different things to you. It can change your skin color, your eyes can turn into flashlights, it'll make you puke. When you sell it to some of the AIs, they'll like just like die or pass out.
I am so excited to play that.
Dude,
If
4
you saw-
players. You can play up to 4 players, Chewy.
If you saw me pointing at that, so what date? I think fuck. I think the 16th, 17th, 18th. Don't quote me on that. I am going
Yep.
to be playing that. So if you want to play that with me, you are free to do that. I'm going to be playing
That
that
should-
for 3 days after work. So the 9 a.m. to 10:30. If I go longer, that's fine.
Right.
It's the after work thing. But I'll probably be fucking tired. I'll be grinding this April marathon
yeah.
thing. But
You're gonna
for
be
sure gonna be playing that for those 3 days. So if you want to play anytime at 9 o'clock, that would be so much fun. That'd be cool.
It's a great game. It's probably the most fun I've had playing a simulator game. The best thing
Okay.
is multiplayer, like having more people in there, so you're not
Yeah, that's what I mean.
constantly like running to
I
do
need
the
you there.
deals and growing and whatever else.
I got the thumbnail
So-
all set up. I got everything all
Yeah,
ready to go.
Logan was saying that you are quite set for this month. He
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
say
I
what,
got-
but he was saying you're quite set. You're quite
I
set.
got all 30 days all figured out right there on that calendar. It's gonna be fun.
That's pretty
I
sweet.
showed you the first 8 days, and I already announced the the Elden Ring for the first week, so that'll be cool.
Word.
I hope I don't die. But
Hope you don't die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die a
oh,
lot.
I don't mean in game. I don't mean in game. But
Whatever
no,
you
I'm
do,
sure it'll be
don't put
fun.
a like a shot counter or anything, because you're gonna be drunk before the first minute.
Oh no, I was thinking about doing a so I've got sub goals
Yeah.
and I've got because I'm if you know me, I don't know if you know this, I hate onions. So I've
Oh
got
no.
at 5 subs, I'm gonna eat an onion, but I don't know if that's like too small. And what I was thinking,
How much is a sub? I got 5 right now.
oh, that's funny.
Go get the
Wait until
onion.
tomorrow. Fucking okay, so that might be a good one. And then at I think at 10 subs I don't know, I have a hot chip challenge one. So I'm
Oh
gonna
no.
yeah, I've got that. I think that's at 15 subs though. 'Cause I think at 10 is something else. I'm not sure. But I don't want to give it all away. I don't want to
Oh
give it
my
all away.
gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, I am so excited for your live stream right now. I can only
It'll be
imagine
cool.
how
But
you got.
what I was getting at is should I do the like 5 shots? You know what I mean? Would that be justifiable or do you think
Oh,
it'd be
don't.
too much?
If you ever do like the shot thing, it's always
Yeah.
like one shot for whatever. Like if you
Okay.
it,
Yeah,
like
but what if
so
I
like
do
with
what if I do I can't do 10 shots, that's the thing. I gotta put a cap at it because I'm not doing 10
oh
shots,
yeah.
god damn it.
No. So like you make for like if people really want to see you drink, like you
Yeah.
put an somewhat unrealistic goal,
So
somewhat.
should I make that at like because I think I have 5, 10, 15. Should I add 20 subs? Should I make it like 5 shots? You think
Oh
that'd be
man,
justifiable?
I wouldn't do all 5 at once. I'd do like set a goal, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot,
Okay.
like different
Okay.
goals. When it comes to that stuff, like I
Yeah,
refer to
5 shots in a row. It's scary. What, does he drink a lot? That's funny.
no, look at like Locale does their
Oh, I
stuff
thought you were
like
gonna
that
say
really
Logan.
good. No. Well, Logan, I think he can drink when he was drinking, but he's
Okay.
pretty sober now. But like they have super chats, so like as low as $20, they'll read the
Okay.
thing on the screen. But when they get a red dono, which is like $50 to $100, they'll do some kind of crazy thing. So when they're drinking during Fat Camp, they would be like, "Oh, red dono, everyone
Okay.
take a shot." So it's just all how you want to set it up. But I definitely do one shot, one shot, one shot, not 5.
I could
If
do
you're
at
doing
20
5 in a
subs.
row, give me 100
20
subs.
subs do like a drunk stream, basically. Just call it that. So then
Yeah.
I can prepare for next stream. And I'll probably uh, I just really hope, especially if I'm having like drinking stuff as that, because I stream and then go to the gym afterwards. So I don't wanna I don't wanna get
what I
fucking
what I would
wasted and
do,
then go to the gym. That'd be funny.
I would do it on one of your days off, and I'd do
Yeah.
it on a day, like one day where you're not gonna hit the gym or can miss if you can. But I know how like rhythms of
So
lifestyle is.
it'll probably be hopefully it's a after work one. That's what I'm praying for.
Just
We haven't set it up yet. I only
no,
have
I get
the
it.
5, 10, 15. So this is all
Uh,
hypothetical, people.
hypothetical.
God damn it.
Uh, I think the content that you're gonna make out of these streams is gonna be gold. It's just
I
gonna be
hope so.
capitalizing on like marketing it.
Yeah.
So you got the live stream, and then you gotta push that
So
funny content.
so after the live stream, so once I get back from the gym, obviously, and right afterwards, I'm gonna edit shit. Just I have the start streaming and the start recording button. I'm gonna
Hmm.
hit that right away. I have storage cleared out. So then everything I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
put into that clip generator thing is gonna get all the clips for me or whatever I need. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
right.
all of it into CapCut so then I can edit out the specific content I want. And then even though I have everything planned out, say I'm gonna blow my brains out with Elden Ring. Um, say that I'll jump to a different game, or say I get invited to play repo or something. I'm gonna just any bit of content I'm pumping out. I've got shit planned,
Oh
but
yeah.
that's only so people, come in, and I'll get everything done. But I'm getting so much content, so much. It's gonna be
the,
crazy.
the thing is like, so like the streams are going to be great, like people are going to love the streams, but the way people might find you is going to be the funny little clips that you
Oh
post,
yeah,
like I guarantee, and then
I
they'll
can't
follow
wait.
you the
Yep,
rest of the way,
I
you
can't
know.
wait. I have a hard time. So on shorts, I do great. On Instagram Reels, I do great. But TikTok pisses me off. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but they won't, if I add a sound to it, they won't keep the sound on after I upload it. You know what I'm saying? Say it's like a
Oh,
viral
interesting.
viral sound or something like that, they'll take that off, like it'll publish it, and then once I go to look at it, it says original sound and it's just me. It takes
Hmm.
the sound that I put on there off, and it's making me hate TikTok and not want to post on there. And I know that's one of the better platforms for that short form shit. And it makes me so mad. But
uh
YouTube like every other short form content, I'm a beyond that shit. I'm a beyond it.
it I'm gonna say, unless there's something restricting you on your account, it has to be user error, just
That's what
something that you're missing. I don't use
that's what
TikTok, so I
I
don't
don't.
know.
Exactly, and that's what's pissed me off. Everybody says it should be working, type of thing, and it's like I don't know enough to be able to fix it. So it
Yeah, I get
definitely
that.
probably is user error, and I'm just done with it.
Because I know, like,
I'm
relearning
waiting for it to get
Instagram, now
banned.
that they have an editing shit, like, it took me a while to figure out how to get the fucking music to stay. Because I
Okay,
was like clicking on it, it would play, and then I was trying to figure out how to get it on the track. I had to re-click back onto it so it inserted into the little composition thing.
it's stupid, man. All these goddamn social medias.
I'm
But
sure, uh, I'm sure YouTube might know something.
I looked everything up. I looked it up on Reddit. I spent days looking this shit up. I've asked my correspondent Ian, he's big TikTok guy. He has like 50 accounts that are verified and everything just for Rainbow and shit. And he told me some like what I should do to fix it. And that didn't work. And then he basically said it should work, but here's what might help. And because he doesn't understand why it's not working.
Yeah, that sounds like yeah.
It's like you said, user error. I just don't know what
Well,
I'm doing.
I would be frustrated too because I've had
Yeah,
things that I've dealt with in other programs where it's like other people are doing this and why is it not doing
yep.
the same thing? So I get the frustration there.
And it sucks because I made a whole new. It's a whole new TikTok. So
Hmm.
I feel like it would work on the old one, but it's not on this one. But I don't want to go back to the old one now that I have this one established, and this one's
Hmm.
better. This is what I want it to be. This is the reason I made a new one. So it's a whole thing.
No, I get that. And is it all like are the accounts all confirmed and whatnot?
Yeah, everything's all good
Like
to go.
verified emails, verified and
Yeah,
whatnot? Okay.
everything's
I
all good
wasn't
to
sure
go.
if maybe they'd restrict because of that um type
I
thing.
One of the things is a business account, but it's not a thing. But
Yeah, that
we
shouldn't hurt anything because it's not like a big page or anything yet as a business. Like I know
well, it's not a business account. It said if it was a business account,
oh,
then
if it
that would be
was,
what's hurting it. But
because
I ain't a business. I mean, come on, man, look at me.
like I know like actual big brands,
Yeah,
like some of the tires that I work with and stuff, they don't get recommended the trending reels and stuff for some of them because they're copyrighted, so they
yeah.
only get suggested like non-copyright free use audio. So
I want to use Kendrick Lamar. God damn it. No, I just whatever's relevant. Dochi, fucking whatever her name is. Everything.
that's what I try to do too, but with commercial shit, it's always
Oh,
copyright free.
you're different because yeah, you got yours is more professional and like
Like
it's a commercial shit.
if
Yeah,
it's just my page, I'm like, put it up, like
I'm
screw it.
just trying to get the views.
But
Gotta do what you
that's
gotta do.
that's the thing that kind of sucks about this TikTok trend short era is like everyone's like, oh, trending audio, trending audio, trending audio, and then all of a sudden you get into commercial stuff and it's like, nope, nope,
Yep.
nope, nope. Make your own, figure it out, find audio that's not copyrighted. It's like, but these are so good.
It also helps you keep it original, and also the trending audio thing is just to push. Like I don't want to use the audio. I always have the audio turned on to 0 and then have
Oh,
my
I do.
audio. And it depends on the thing, because one, I am starting to use background audio in my own shit anyways, and then two,
Yeah, I've noticed.
if I'm talking and then also have gameplay, it's just talking with music kind of,
Yeah,
it can kind
you're
of
fighting.
drown out. Exactly.
You're fighting the
So
levels of like what you want to pay attention to, and it gets distracting. I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
But I noticed in some of your recent videos, like the audio level's been pretty good with the music versus dialogue.
thank you.
So,
Good. That's one
because I was
thing I try to
watching
work on.
your, like a couple weeks ago, your Marvel Rival video, and I noticed
Okay.
that like it was pretty good. I mean, it was leveled out. It wasn't, nothing was screaming at me. Like I think
That's
that's the
good.
biggest thing. Like even like touching different topic a little bit, but like just recording like the Schedule One video. One thing I've noticed with this new content that I'm recording or that I have the ability to record versus like when we were kids, is that like all my audio sounds way better.
Oh
If it's
yeah.
coming from my Astro headset, if it's coming from this microphone, like it sounds way better than when we were kids. Like I was always fighting audio issues and I still am learning, but I feel like I'm fighting way less random issues auto wise or dealing with audio than I am now.
Yeah,
So
I know exactly what you mean. I when I first started streaming, it took a little bit to get used to, but once you get it, it's so easy. It's almost plug and play. And especially with this new mic, it's pretty nice. And even nowadays, like gaming headsets and shit, people, I mean, you see half the people streaming nowadays are just streaming off their console, and they're doing just fine.
yeah, I mean, like the thing is with streaming, like yeah, now that there's a lot of competition, that's a different story. But your audio, if you have clean audio, that's the biggest thing. No one wants to
Oh
sit
yeah.
there and like hurt their ears, and that's what I was always doing. I was
Unless you're
hurting people's
funny.
ears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm not funny.
Well, yeah, back in the day, it was a lot harder, and it was a lot harder to get you, so like only the cream of the crop had the good headsets and the good mics and the, people who could
Oh yeah,
actually afford it, because
like I
otherwise
remember.
it was a dream to get some Turtle Beaches back in the day, but now everybody's got them.
Truth. Now Turtle Beaches, in my opinion, aren't even that great because
Yeah,
I've
they're
had a lot of them break versus like my
exactly.
Astro. Um, I'm trying to think. Fucking back in the day, I had two headsets on me. I'd have one around my neck for I think it was for like the people talking, or no, that was for the audio for the video, and I'd have one on so I could like talk to the people in the party. Nowadays, it's like, dude,
Yeah.
Discord, OBS, like we didn't even have Discord back then. We had Skype.
It's
Remember the
crazy how
Skype
good
calls?
Discord. Oh my God, Skype fucking. Do you remember? I was talking to somebody back in the day, or the other day about Kick. Do you remember Kick?
Fuck yeah, I do. I
No,
thought that's why I got the new Kick streaming service and the Kick app
that's funny.
confused because their logo looks
Yeah,
similar.
it does, and they probably had some, probably in the back of their head, they're like, yeah, this is a good idea because we're also playing off of the nostalgia of the Kick people, especially
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was.
the age, of people who are probably going
Our
to be
age
going
group.
to. Exactly.
That was Kick was the WhatsApp.
Yep.
Like Kick was like you don't have a mobile service number and you just have an iPod or something, you're still getting a hold of your friends. Even though we
It
had
was
Facebook
perfect.
and everything. And we
Yeah.
also like we had Snapchat somewhat, but we didn't have Snapchat like all that whole time. It was Kick,
No, it was
Kick, and then
definitely Kick.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Everything got drowned out by the big five. But
Um, but freaking where what were we talking about before? Trying to
indie
think.
games. Any other ones?
Oh no, freaking never mind. No, just those two, the repo and the schedule one. The only other thing that I've that I know that's game wise that's coming out is this week is COD season 3 with the new Warzone, map, and firing range is coming back, and then there's 3 other maps. I think it's 2 6v6 strike maps, and then one other big map.
Did you say zombies?
There is a zombie too, Shattered Veil.
Yeah.
Shattered Veil should be interesting. It looks like it's going to be a bigger map. It comes back with the Ray Gun Mark II. It also sounds the same from back in the day, so like I'm super pumped for that. You also got the Wonder Waffle coming back. So hopefully this map with everything they're showing, and then also the nostalgia kick with like double tap. We haven't had double tap in almost 10 years. So the fact they brought that back is insane. Like I just hope that everything they're advertising is really like this map's going to be great, because the first DLC map was great.
I'm definitely playing it. Dude, if you want to play it, hit me up.
It drops when I'm gone. I know that.
Well,
or
you're getting
it
back
drops tomorrow.
We gotta play.
It might drop tomorrow, actually. I think it drops
tomorrow
first.
and you're on, or if you're able to get on around midnight, or later, like midnight 3 a.m. time, I'm gonna be playing Elden Ring, but I'll get some of that in, and then I'll play some zombies.
It would be Tuesday night at midnight, because it always drops at 10 a.m.
Yep.
So it'll drop tomorrow while you're doing while you're finishing up your content day, and then.
Wait, did you say 2 a.m.? What time?
No, 10 a.m. It always drops. Like all their new stuff drops 10 a.m. now. I remember waiting up for the DLCs for like Black Ops 2, and it's like, oh, it's open. Yeah, here we go, boys. I believe.
You think I should justify a little? Should I just record the content, or should I justify popping a little stream off in the morning? You think? How do you think I should do that, or do you think I should keep it like scheduled, like how I do it, just so I have for sure people that are they know when to be there, versus
the only thing I would do, the only thing I would do is just not try to burn yourself out too much on streaming. So if you think it's something that either you can wait until the next day and just play at your regular time, do that. Okay. Or if you really want to record a video to get it, situated for your channel, then, that's a different story. Because I know how attention grabbing these newer pieces of content can be for getting audience. So I'd do it either way. I just wouldn't try to burn yourself out too fast, because you have a whole month of content that you're putting out for everyone, which is great. I think it's fantastic.
You got good advice right there. Thank you. That is good. That's good.
I definitely down to play with you. I've played all of the new maps off of Black Ops 6. I like the first map, the Citadel de Mora. I love that map. I don't like the newest map. That one kind of sucked. And then I'm hoping this new one that drops on like the first or second is just a banger. Ooh, dude, you give me the Ray Gun Mark II. We going.
We should, if we do play, actually, because fuck Burnout. No, I'm kidding. But I want to make shit for solo too. So if you're down to play that, then hey, that's a perfect video for solo, because we need May and June videos too. I mean, July, August, whatever. We're working on May. We're up to May 19th for solo.
Word.
So we
that's awesome.
I want more. I need more. So if you
you gotta
do that, we can definitely play 2 rounds, and then even for your channel too. We can play 3 rounds, and I'll get you one for yours too.
Well, I'm down to play, because I'm pretty good at Black Ops 6 Zombies.
Okay.
Like the only reason I didn't play this last DLC map for DLC 2 is because it just sucked. Like I tried to get the staff, and dude, making the staff was almost impossible by yourself. Because like you had to activate it and then keep zombies off of the freaking staff thing while it's like making itself, and like if the zombies attack it too much, then it's just over, and it's spawning freaking big bosses and zombies. And dude, there's like I tried a couple times, and we just never could get the staff built. It was just way too hard. Now if that was an upgrade process, I would understand, but getting the staff, I was like, bro, I don't even get to try this new wonder weapon yet. Damn. Like the swords were so easy on Citadel.
I never did any of the Easter eggs, I'll be honest. I tried to do one, but the guy that I was doing it with, it was right when Black Ops 6 came out. So he was trying to do the Easter egg before they did the tutorial shit.
Oh yeah,
So
the
he was trying to
director.
do it. He was trying to do it on his own, and we couldn't. We got stuck on a part. So I was like, all right, we gave it a good shot.
We did half of Citadels.
Okay.
We got we got all the upgraded stuff for the swords. We got like all the little shrine boxes open. Like we were rocking and rolling, but it was like round 30 already, and we are just freaking getting swamped. You
Yep.
get like 3 big gigantuan guys come in at like every round. I mean, that's why I'm
Gigantic.
excited about the Ray Gun Mark II, because dude, that thing's gonna
Yep.
freaking just eat.
Tear through people. That'll be
And
cool.
then I can't remember, but I think we were only ever able to upgrade it twice, and like now we're able to upgrade everything like 3 times at
That's
least.
cool.
So like just
That's
go
cool.
and
Can you
freaking
put attachments on it,
upgrade.
you think?
Nah, probably not. Just because it's
Probably
a
not.
wonder weapon. Maybe they might do like an upgrade like thing. Oh, also the what is that called? The what's that blowgun?
Ayo.
Thunder gun. The thunder gun is coming back. The
Okay.
thunder gun. So you got the thunder gun, the ray gun Mark II, the Wonder Waffle, all 3 in that map.
Damn.
Dude,
Wonder Waffle.
it's going to be an insane map.
That's why I'm down to play it. And it's also, I mean, what? It's gonna be the first day. Fucking, I. that'll be a perfect thing to justify.
Oh yeah, that'll
this
be
little
fun.
pop-in stream.
But have you paid attention to like any of this old zombie story? People have been talking to Blundell.
Shout out Blendell. I don't know. No, I don't know. I know like Richtofen and everything, but that's all.
Right.
Shout out the German.
So like back oh no. Back in the day for Black Ops 3 when we were still in high school, they were putting out all these little teaser videos on Snapchat and whatnot, and it always was like reincarnation, not reincarnation, what do you call it? What not reimaginate. What is Frankenstein? He's reanimated.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely it.
So there was a bunch of videos of a doctor reanimated zombies from the dead, or humans from the dead, and like all these experiments. And like I could never put one and one together with their advertising, because it was so like Treyarch type vibe,
Yeah.
like mysterious. We're not going to tell you in your face what you're seeing. You're going to have to guess. And no, I always covered these on my YouTube when I was doing YouTube videos back in the day. And I was just like, dude, what does this mean? We get into the game. None of it's explained. It's just like feels like one-off marketing campaign. Well, it turns out that Dr. Monty, aka the Shadow Man, is actually a guy that's referred from real life, and he was a doctor that was really fascinated with like reanimating humans from the dead, and it's a whole actual like piece that plays on real life.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Doctor, I think it's JD Dahlia JD covered the video, like a good video, like an hour of it, or Mr. Waffle covered it. It's
Okay,
like an
yeah.
hour long, and he
That
just
makes
like
sense.
goes in depth and basically explains, and like a lot of the pieces of like art within the Black Ops 3 maps, we actually missed tons and tons and tons of clues, because the cipher method that this doctor would use, he would like change around letters and stuff, and it could sound similar, but you know, it would mean different things. So even in his name has got a cipher within it. So
Okay.
that was
They
kind of like
trying to put a bunch of fucking crazy clues in there, man. We were
Yeah.
all like 14-year-old kids. How are we gonna figure all that out? God damn it.
Well, I always thought it was weird because like you saw these like almost real life clips of like old, 1950s looking video of like MK Ultra experiments, almost like
Okay.
weird, CIA type experiments where you don't know what the hell's going on, just old videotapes, and then you never know what that relates to. And then now Blundell
It's all
and
coming together.
dude, literally all just. And you would have never guessed it because like the storyline is so cartoony, you know, with Richtofen and the gang and the Shadow Man, and yeah, and
Need
it also
help
turns
after.
out, huh?
Oh shit! What?
It actually turns out like within the world that the Shadow Man and Dr. Monty are actually the same person, but because of realms, they separated. So
Okay, damn.
it's almost like separated clones, two of the same entity.
I need to get into the
Dude,
lore, man.
you need to watch it. The only reason I ever got into Black Ops was because they had real world connection with the lore from the World Wars, from the
So
original
this
Black
is
Ops games.
this is gonna be the episode 4, so it's coming out on the 2nd. So by then, um, I'll probably I'll probably tell you after this. I don't want to announce this yet.
Don't want to spoil it.
But I got a little. I'll just say I've got something. I've got something correlating to that in my stream.
Hey yo,
So
that's
that'd be
what's
a
up.
fun thing to get into the lore of some Call of Duty Zombies.
I definitely think before you do that, you should look at some of those videos because it's
I should.
more recent stuff that's come out. It's not like super old, so it's like the community has been kind of blown away. Like the Black Ops 3 has been really been getting dived into ever since like 2025 started. I've been seeing a bunch of new stuff come up about the
Gets a lot
super
of hype
Easter
into
egg.
Zombies. It's crazy how like it's almost Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. Like Black Ops 3 almost people talk about more zombies wise just because it's the more recent zombies with kind of similar maps like old school maps, and then it's also got Black Ops 3 maps that are like people still are into, and then the gum people I think really seem to like that part of
Oh yeah,
part of zombies, which is really cool. Really cool. I do like it.
even the gobble gun thing relates back to Dr. Monty. That's actually the lion head was like something to do with the actual doctor in real life, and the red in its eyes. It's a whole thing, dude. It's so interesting. I'm just looking forward to seeing if this new Treyarch studio ties this all back into the story that we've been following, or if they've kind of like, all right, we put the parentheses on that story, and now we're, because after Black Ops 4, they were kind of like, this is the Chronorium, this is the zombie storyline, you know, this is the,
You
know, what
think
it is.
Black Ops 6 is a pretty long time for it to be going on. So it might be a time to put a ribbon on it, but at the same time, I could see them prolonging the shit out of this because, I mean, if it's a money thing, then they're definitely gonna keep it going.
Oh
But
yeah.
but if they really want to make it good, then I don't know, because it's not that just because I haven't seen it, they're not really pushing it, or they're not ending it. But I think what I was gonna say with the pushing it, I think when they do finally put a ribbon on it, they're gonna push the shit out of it. They're gonna like it's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
be all Black Ops is about. It's gonna be like even the story is gonna be about zombies. I think everything is gonna be based around that, and they're just gonna push it all the way up until the end of the year when they probably finally put like a final Easter egg story mode. Because this year is in I think the first year that they're really leaning into the Easter eggs. They're I mean giving you tutorials and shit about it. So
Well, for a
I think
while.
this is so did they do that in the last one? I didn't really play
So
4, 5. I don't even think 5 was one, but Cold War,
5 was
Black
Cold
Ops.
War. 5
Okay.
was Cold War. So Cold War was like they did Easter eggs, but I don't know what the hell happened if it's from
Did they give you a
transferring.
tutorial thing?
No.
They that's what I mean. This is
Black
kind of the first year where they're kind of like, we're gonna make you learn the fucking story. We're gonna get you.
oh yeah.
We're gonna get that shit in your head. You know?
Well, I think the thing about like Cold War is like they had Easter eggs, but in my opinion, like that was such a sloppy game because one, they were only given so much time to
I never
finish
played
it. I worked on it as an Activision QA tester because there's a Q&A test studio out here. Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
which is a lot different than you think. It's a lot harder
Okay.
than someone would think. If you're good at writing and filling out things, you would probably be great at the job. I'm not great at writing and typing things. I could explain it to you all day, but when it comes to like because they have a whole system of bugs. So like say your bullets don't show up on a box, or you can go through a door, or your game breaks whenever you throw a grenade in a certain room, something like that. Then you have to go into their system, find to see if someone's written up a bug, and the way of finding that is not always like so point simple. Like they can name it some weird shit at the end of the day, and then you go write up a bug and you accidentally write a dupe, and like they hate that. They hate when you write dupe bugs,
Damn.
because it's just wasting time. Because you got to record like screenshots and video, and then write up the whole thing, give it a title, tag it. So
That does sound pretty fucking complicated. Damn.
and
Yeah,
then like
that could be a lot more stressful than you'd think.
there's a lot of like they'll call teams into like servers, and they're like, okay, we're going to be server testing this just for like if people like the capacity of the lobby can stay in there and not lag out and no one can have problems and stuff. And it's like a whole thing. It's like a lot different than I thought it was going to be. It was really cool to experience it, but like at the end of the day, like I just ended up playing zombies.
That's funny.
Like I would literally just sit there and play zombies, and like I was the whole time I was sitting there playing. It was like in June, July when I worked for them. I was sitting there the whole time, like, really, this is zombies. Like literally going from Black Ops 4 to this, I was like, this is zombies. Like half textured maps for the maps that were not coming to the game yet. The one map was like, I was just so confused. I was like, dude, it's a good map. It feels good, but it's like, what happened? This isn't zombies. This is Spec Ops. Spec Ops zombies kind of feel. So I was confused the whole time working there. I was just like so confused.
I think I remember Black Ops 4 Zombies. I
Those
think.
are still good. That was like
It
the
was.
last Black
Did,
Ops 2 3-ish era type game.
did they have a health bar on top of the zombies,
Not in
if I remember
4.
correct? Okay,
Not
okay.
in 4. 4 played exactly like 3 almost.
Which one? It might have been Cold War then. I
Cold
think
War
one
and the current one.
has health bars above them. Above
Yep.
them. Then I probably played a little bit of Cold War, but only for the
Because
zombies, and I didn't like it.
that's when like I think what happened is they moved over to a new engine.
Okay.
And like everyone calls it like the Modern Warfare engine, but that's just because like it started on 2019 Modern Warfare, and then
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 and 3. And so like ever since they've done that, zombies hasn't been the same at all. It plays almost like a Spec Ops zombies. Now Black Ops 6 is a little bit better, but I'm still
Yeah.
wishing like, dude, go fucking back to Black Ops 3, go back to Black Ops 2. No, fuck the operators. I hated the operator shit where you're just locking me into special movements like it's Destiny. Do what you did for Black Ops 6, but make the zombies Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 type. Because like the art style was better. Who needs a fucking health bar? Come on.
No,
I turned
didn't.
all that shit off.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
an
think I didn't really like the map either. It was too open. It was weird. It was a whole thing. It's not even that it
that's
was too open. I'm being too nitpicky. It's just I didn't like it flat out.
that's two things that I actually do like is that the maps are pretty open, so I can just
Cause
Z
yeah,
walk.
I like what is that one map on the Black Ops 6 right now that's like a town basically.
Oh,
I don't
Liberty
want to say it's
Falls.
open, but it's like I like how open that is, where you can like run around a whole town. You can train a zombie from fucking just all the way around if you got the
Dude, I
doors
train
open.
zombies
But
everywhere in that
yeah,
map. I can, because like Black Ops 6, it's so weird. If you like Z walk, like you turn your character back and forth, like while you're walking, the zombies
hmm
won't hit you. It's so weird. Like
okay,
the zombies won't hit you if you like literally fidget yourself back and forth. Um, I
I'll
wish I
have to
had
remember that.
gameplay to show, but like I don't know. I just like figured it out. Like you just like move back and forth. Like it almost seems like you're fucking fidgeting, but it's like they just don't hit you. So I just kind of Z walk, you know,
We'll have to
while
get
I'm
to round
training them.
100 fucking when we play this new map, man. You know the
I could
strat, I guess.
I could get to around like 30 probably easily.
Okay,
Depending if like everything goes right, because I've gotten around 30 by myself before on Liberty Falls. So
okay, carry me.
Pretty much. That's no problem. Like the hardest thing is like when the big bosses spawn, and I'm like, ah, man. And then the freaking mosquito spiders.
Okay, is that on
Dude.
the new game?
Yeah, the little bug
Man,
things, the bug rounds
I
on
don't
Black Ops
remember.
6.
I haven't played it in a
Dude, the
really, really,
bugs are
really long time.
insane. Dude, the spiders will one hit you sometimes. They're fucking broken.
Wait, do
Literally,
they
they'll be
have like
run.
little zombie faces on them?
Yeah, yeah. They're
Yeah, I
almost
know what
like
you're talking about now.
they're almost like the crawlers from Black Ops 1, come to think about it.
Okay, okay, damn.
Remember Keener der Toten? We just played it, and you got
Yeah.
all those little crawler Nova Gas, the Nova
Yeah.
Gas zombies. Yeah, it's almost like those. That's almost exactly what those spiders are, but they're not looking demented with no face.
Fucking, I would have put up the origin video that we did, but fucking, we only got to round 8, and we did it 3
Yep.
times, and
Yep.
every single time we kept dying from that goddamn, from the one boss fight. So I'm like,
Oh yeah,
we're just gonna do a different one. Goddamn it, we're gonna do it good. We're
dude,
gonna
play
get
me
it
in
done.
play me with Black Ops 6. I will fucking go. Not the
Like I
new
said,
map.
when the map comes, not the new map.
No, like the current new map, DLC 2.
Okay.
I don't want to play that one. I will play Citadel Doy Morez. I'll play Liberty Falls. I'll play the new
Okay.
one, Shattered Veil. I'll play like 4 out of the 5 maps that we'll have on the game because that
Let's go.
fucking DLC 2 just sucks. The map's fun, don't get me wrong, but I want the staff. And if I can't get the staff, I don't want to play.
Shout out the staff.
But yeah, definitely. I'll just have to keep on my toes for Discord so I can figure it out. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Just
it
hit me up
drops
if you're on
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow 10 a.m. The nice thing is I don't Marie's off, so I can just get on. Like I don't have to worry about having to leave at 9 to go get her to where she
Okay.
needs to go, so that's the nice thing. I don't really know what else is popping around in the gaming world right now besides the Call of Duty League just had their second major. That was kind of
Okay.
interesting, but I don't know. Black Ops 6 ain't interesting for me to watch competitively. I literally
Oh, I
tuned
bet.
in, saw Optic lost, tuned out. I was like, eh.
Yeah. I only want to see what you go there for.
What
Optic and
what
FaZe
else
is
do you
the only
know?
people I know.
What
Shit,
else you
we
got
just
going
got
on?
done watching the Righteous Gemstones. You ever see that?
No, what's that?
Danny McBride. Yeah, it's
Ooh,
one of his shows. It's John Goodman plays the dad. Danny McBride plays the oldest son. Adam Devine from Workaholics.
okay.
He's the youngest son, and then there's another actress which I don't know her name, but she is honestly my favorite. She's the funniest she's so funny. And also Walton Goggins from
Hmm.
the ghoul from Fallout. He's in it, and he plays Uncle Baby Billy, and he's a really funny character too. Very funny.
That's
So
funny.
yeah,
I
that's
just
perfect
heard
show.
about that show because I just saw Theo Vaughn sat down for a episode with him with Danny
With Danny
McBride.
McBride. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
promoting it big time because the fourth season is out right now. So they're big time promoting it because they just dropped their, I think, 4th episode of the 4th season yesterday. So we just watched that today. And yeah, John Goodman plays I think anything John Goodman is in is just amazing. I don't think he'd do anything that isn't perfect. He's just
Right.
such a great actor. He's only gonna do good shit.
The thing that I thought was crazy is that I was like, dude, I didn't even remember Danny McBride was an actor because it's been so long since I saw him in some kind of comedy movie.
So he's doing television now, basically. Since I'm sure the movies kind of made it so he's able to do his own shit. And what
Mhm.
he's doing is TV shows. And have you ever heard of Vice Principals? He did that before The Righteous Gemstones. And Vice Principals is another one of the funniest shows of all time. It's him and
Is
Walton
it a
Goggins.
Netflix or?
No, they're all on HBO. So
Okay, that.
him and Walton Goggins play vice principals, and it's only 2 seasons, and I think they pretty much did that, and then they moved on to the Righteous Gemstones, and
Yep.
it's anything Danny McBride does, I'm here for from now on. I'm
No,
mad
that's
that I wasn't
perfect.
there when it was out because it's. Have you ever seen Eastbound and Down?
No.
So I watched that back in the day with my dad. He showed me that, and that is an amazing show. He did that while he was, I assume, while he was doing all the big movies like Pineapple Express and all that shit. And
That's how I know him. The Rogan
yeah,
stoner comedies.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So when he was doing that, I assume he was doing Eastbound and Down, and that's just him playing this kind of. He was a professional baseball player, but then I don't know if he got kicked out or he retired on like not under his own terms type of thing because he was
Right.
just a just rowdy asshole, just typical Danny McBride character. But that was, I don't know why I didn't watch these two shows after knowing how good that show was. It's
Freaking
crazy. He's 3 for 3, man.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to watch out. He's gonna end up as a Danny McBride.
That's funny. Yeah, I believe it.
He's gonna be
No,
forced
that's
to
crazy.
just not play.
He's getting a little big for his britches, but
Well,
I don't want him coming after me.
you know that he's searching or already has another team, right? So he's been whatever
Okay,
from
that
the
makes
Jets.
sense.
I don't know if he's been released or contract,
I saw him talking
ended.
about the Minnesota.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
already.
cool.
No,
Okay, that's good.
Minnesota has
They're
a
doing
good thing going.
JJ McCarthy now, so that's kind of cool. I actually had a guy at work talk to me about that and asking me what I think about it. And I'm happy for I'm always rooting for like the young underdog,
I
especially
think.
when they could sign a professional. And not saying they're not professionals, that's the wrong word to use,
Well, he's a
but they could
rookie,
sign a
right?
veteran. He's gonna be second year,
I'm
but
surprised that they
technically
didn't stay
rookie.
with the quarterback that they just had.
Sam Darnold, yeah, he was really good.
Darnold was
Or
pretty good. The only thing that
he did better
happened,
than they thought.
the thing with Darnold is the Lions got in his head or something, or maybe it was the postseason. But like as soon as he hit that last week wild Lions game where they just got smoked,
That
they
makes
literally
sense.
were in the red zone like 4 times and couldn't convert anything. Um, and then the next game they go against the Rams and like not a smoke show, but just
Yeah.
not the Vikings that we saw all season. I think people got to be very careful about the Northern Conference, the NFC, the Northern Conference
yeah.
of the NFC, because gosh, man, the Lions are staying heated. If the Vikings quarterback this year plans out, they're heated. I know the Bears aren't the Bears like getting in good position with round buy or not buy draft picks. It's the Bears. Oh, come on. These are all teams
It's
that the
the Bears.
Jaguars play.
It's the Bears. It's not that I don't know. It's that the Bears, like, no, they're not really. They're still the Bears. They still suck. It's
They were
the
the
whole
worst.
thing.
I know they were the worst out of the 4 teams in the NFC North.
It's gonna stay that way for sure.
Well,
Like Caleb
they
Williams
got
is, like, I
competition.
don't know.
The Packers might swoop down to that level too.
Oh
Because
no, the Packers are doing just fine. Jordan Love's one of the you know hot. He's a hot commodity. I will say people like to hype him up a lot.
I think isn't it the like. What about the receiver game though? The
It's
Packers
alright. It's
receiving
alright.
game.
Romeo Dobbs is good. Christian Watson's always, they hype him up too, even though what I know of him, he gets hurt all the fucking time. They got another guy, I think, Dontavian Wicks, who's pretty good, and they got a good tight end. I don't know. They seem all right. They just got they got Josh Jacobs. He is just as good as Aaron Jones, in my opinion. Just like I don't know.
Yeah, they shouldn't have gave away Aaron Jones to the Vikings, dude. Aaron Jones is still so good.
Like I said, I see them as equally as good as each other. I don't see Aaron Jones doing any better than Josh Jacobs and Josh Jacobs doing any better than him. Like they're exactly the same.
Man,
And if
some of the
anything,
runs.
Jacobs is more of a player that the Packers want because he's a power back compared to Aaron Jones, where he's more of a Aaron Rodgers type of running back, where he's a dump off, guy.
Like
and
a
they don't have
Cobb.
Aaron Rodgers anymore, so fucking why need
He's
him?
like a
Why do you need
Cobb
him?
where you can just dump it off to the side to him and hope it goes somewhere.
I'd say like a Ty Montgomery. You remember him?
Yeah. I remember him. Yeah. Well, I think the thing with the Packers, and it's the reason I'm not too concerned about them, is like they've literally just had generations of a team retire that made the team so great at periods, and now it's all almost for the most part fresh blood that's rolling in there, and they got to figure out how to jive.
They've been doing pretty good for the past couple of years. They've had that fresh blood for 2 years now, and they've
Hmm.
been pretty consistent. They've been, I mean, I'll say it, better than the Vikings. Fucking, I'll say it. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
this
yeah.
last year.
Like
The
I said,
Vikings.
you're a
I
little
think
biased.
The Vikings beat the
Oh,
Packers twice. I think this last year.
I'm just
I
saying
could
they're
be
just as
wrong.
good. Who went to the Super Bowl? Not either of them. God damn it. What am I defending the Packers for? Look it over. That's my team. God damn it. Don't even make me start
Hey
fucking.
man,
I gotta
I'm not
defend
even
my
going
home
for the
turf still.
Packers, dude. I'm going for the fucking Lions. I want to see the Lions win really bad.
I do too. That'd be pretty cool. I'm
Wait, is Jaguars AFC or NFC?
AFC, so I
Dude,
could
we could
care
have a
less, but
Lions Jaguar team, dude, or
that would be cool.
Super Bowl. I mean,
That would be really cool.
we got two cats in the Super Bowl, two big
I
cats, a
missed my
Jaguar and a
opportunity.
Lion.
Missed my opportunity to see or to go to a Packers Jags game, but it was in Jacksonville, so that's the only reason why I missed it. I gotta wait another
It's not,
4 years.
it's not really missing it.
Yeah,
That just
yeah.
is what it is. The circumstances.
Yeah. 4 years I'll be able to go to a Packers Jags game in Lambeau, so that'll be cool.
That's even better.
Yeah.
It's even better. I miss my opportunities every single day when they play out here. I've never been to a Vikings game or even a Packers game.
What the heck?
I got the
Gotta go to a
freaking U.S. Bank right fucking there, and I've just never been.
That'd be crazy. How much are a ticket?
I think they go.
I know they
I feel like
vary, but
for a Packer Viking game, they go for like 300.
mhm,
And I wouldn't even
damn.
care if it's nosebleed, dude. I'm walking around that bitch. Where are we
There
looking
might
at the
be
game?
there might, like I said, 4 years. 4 years is when we play that division again because we just played them last year. I think it might be 3 years. Time goes by so fast. But
Right.
we might be playing the Vikings at home or like in Minneapolis. So that'd be a cool one to go to because
Oh,
I'd be able to make that.
they play. Wait, the Jaguars might be playing
Yeah,
Minneapolis at
so
home. Okay.
what happens is it's like it goes by divisions and there's 4 divisions. So every year, they switch up what other, NFC division they're gonna play.
Yep.
So it's like we play basically the Jaguars play the AFC, but then they mix in like 4 NFC games.
Yep.
And since we already played the NFC North a couple years ago or a year ago, we gotta wait another round, and we might be playing you at home. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I hope
Depending
so.
on depending on how it goes too, Vikings could be notorious.
We are definitely on the come up more than the goddamn Vikings are.
Hey, the
It's
only
so the Jags are going like this. The Vikings are kind of going like this. If anything, like this. Justin Jefferson can't save you. I'm just saying.
that's hilarious. Well, I mean, the Jaguars they had a rough year in 2024. They lost a
We had a
quarterback early
few.
from a freaking wild hit.
Yeah, it was a whole thing, and it was a whole thing. I
Dude, it
don't
was a
want to get
wild
into
ass hit. I saw the replay of that. Wild.
it. He was fine for a little bit. Mac Jones held it down too. It was fine. We had the best backup quarterback of all time, but
Do you know, did he get
no, he did
traded?
good. Mac Jones, yeah, I think he's on a different team now. If my Twitter feed is correct.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha. I wasn't sure. But you still have that one quarterback? Like
Trevor Lawrence,
Jaguars? Yeah.
yeah, there was speculation that I got his jersey right up there. There was
Hey
speculation
yo.
that he was going to the Steelers, but no, there's no way. The Jaguars basically like laughed at those tweets. It was insane. But
I
yeah,
can
he's not going
imagine.
anywhere ever.
Only reason I like ask all the questions is because like off season gets so freaking wild where it's like you
Yeah,
hear the rumors and then at the same time you hear like the confirmations of different things.
he is basically as set with the Jaguars as Patrick Mahomes is with the Chiefs. I'll say that.
Yeah, he
that's
ain't going
that's
nowhere
flat
for a
out.
while.
Yep. Ever. He is basically Jesus.
You talking about Travis Kelsey's brother, Jason Kelsey?
God damn it. He's a cool guy. He's all right. I got nothing bad to
I'm just
say
talking
him.
about his beard. His beard.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I
So
like.
you need his beard. You need his beard with your Jesus locks, and
One day, one day.
you look perfect.
Oh wait, no.
Hey
Damn.
yo.
But look at that. I think
No,
unless you got other topics.
no, I only had I only really had the indie topics today just because like that's what's been popping off on YouTube.
Yeah, Repo's been
Um,
going crazy.
Dude, Marie keeps bothering me. Not Let me restate it.
That's
She keeps
funny.
like, well, the problem is like I'm the only one with a PC, and unless it's on PS5, like we see all these popular indie games, and she's like, "Oh, this looks so fun. I want to play it." Blah blah blah. Like, and with like Lethal Company and stuff, they don't have a fucking online thing where you can go search for people unless like you're modded or whatever. So it's like, she's like, "Oh man, you got to get this game." I mean, it's funny as hell, but I'm like, all right. And now, until you said something, Logan's group's been busy playing other things until last night when we jumped on Schedule One, where it's like, no one wants to play Repo. I'm like, let's go. I want to play. Funny.
I gotta get into that server a little bit more, see what they're up to.
Dude, their uh their server's great. That's where I hang out the most. If I'm not in my other friend's server, which is only a couple of us in that server, like 5 or whatever, then I'm always in Logan's server. Just
Okay.
I always like having someone on the other end. But it gets hard when like if you're editing a video that they're in and then they're also talking in Discord, it's
Yeah.
like
I
which
get
one
it.
which
I
one is
gotta
it? And what conversation am I responding to here?
I can't
But
I can't do that.
yeah, I leave sometimes because I like to hear. I have to hear it, and it's like
Yeah.
if I'm not hearing it, I'm just like, oh, I think I understand what was being said. I'm like, I'm just click out.
I've tried listening to music and editing and it just sucks.
What I'll do is if I listen to music, it's on my phone. So then, like
Okay.
my ear canceling headphones, I'll have like one clicked off, and then I'm like
makes sense.
listening to a stream or something, or I'm listening to music because like I've been really into Locale Live recently, dude. I've been just like keeping that on and watching
How's
it because
that?
it's
What's the latest news on that?
they just got done with Fat Camp, and that was like the biggest success ever because like you just
Yeah.
have a bunch of drama content people that are
content
just
was
willing to do
crazy.
whatever for content. And like it just apparently Keemstar was saying that while he was going home, the content had done so well for the viral moments that people were coming up to him out of like, at gas
Yeah.
stations or whatever. And they're like, oh, I love this piece of content where they did whatever. And it's like, dude, from what I saw online from all of last week, I knew it was going viral. That's why like some of the pieces of like content that you are pitching and like telling me about that you're doing for your stream gets me so
Yeah.
excited because it's like, dude, you are on the right path with like
yeah.
what the internet is craving right now.
I
So-
try to keep up to date.
The little thing you showed me last week where in the
Oh,
back
yeah?
of your room. Well, that's been in the back of my mind. I'm like, dude, what can I do like that in my fucking setup? Because
There's
that
a
shit's
lot.
just awesome. Oh yeah, I think like this digital streaming of like in room almost real life it can get pretty fucking interesting, a lot more
Oh, yeah.
interesting than just game streaming sometime. Because I've also
It's,
been watching DDG produce all these music these
Yeah.
songs
Black Boy Max.
with like Shabuzi and shit. Yeah, Playboy Max and everyone else. And I'm like, dude, this shit's hard.
It's I've definitely thought about because I have a drum pad. I loaned it for a little bit, and I might just try it on my keyboard and everything like that. Just so I might just give it to him because he's been really he's in high school and he's been making stuff on his Chromebook. So I'm like, here you go, have a fucking full blown shebang.
You're like, you can have it. Just send me some beats. All I
Yeah,
need is some
that'd
beats.
be
Just
cool.
send me some
That'd be
beats.
funny. Maybe.
Hey
maybe one
man,
day.
sometimes you can't always trade things for money, so you gotta trade, make your own trade.
He's family. He's my dad's girlfriend's youngest. So it's like,
Oh.
he's family.
No, I mean like I'm not saying you were expecting him to pay. I'm just saying like
I was too.
Oh. No, you
Give
weren't.
me $1 million.
But I think that's all for this week. I mean, next week might be a little bit later of an upload because I'll be Monday all the way until the 9th. I'll be grinding, trying to get my content done. So
Okay.
might be a little bit of a later upload. I also get home late on Sunday night, so maybe
That's fine.
we'll see what happens. I'll be in contact with you on how we're gonna record this, but episode 4 was fun. Episode 4 was fun. We got a lot of different
did great.
topics in here that I'm excited for everyone to hear. So you got anything else, Chewy? You got any other last? No? All right. Well, guys, we're going to end this episode here. This has been episode 4 of the Agree to Disagree podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If anyone would like to come on as a guest, we tried to have some guests this week. Things didn't work out. Please hit us up. Let us know. We'd love to interview some people and get you on the show. If you have any topics that you want to see us cover, let us know and we'll let you know. So until the next one, it's been JSU Media and Chewy on YouTube. So we'll see you guys later.